Alright. So I just discovered accidentally here that I am at the final boss required for the Chalice Dungeon trophy, which is the most difficult trophy in Bloodborne to get. Yharnam, the Thumerian Queen. So she seems pretty straightforward until you get her to a half health, and then she starts to mix things up. But it's crazy, like poison damage and blood attacks. So I may have to switch runes and get up my poison resist. But we're gonna give this a shot. So those are pretty dodgeable. She has sort of this stun move. She locks you if you get too close to her there. That's pretty dodgeable. I also didn't mean to use an antidote before. I was trying to use fire paper, but let's see how. I lost her lock on. That's great. See how well she burns. Not well at all. Okay. Let's try bolt paper then. Yeah, so you get stunned just being around her. But luckily a lot of her attacks are sprayed at an angle, so except for that one. I might be dead here. Yep. Okay. Last time actually went a lot better on that, so you know what? I'm gonna just switch. I'm just gonna switch runes. I have some crazy poison resist runes that I got recently. So I think that'll help. I don't know if the poison resist is just resistance to poison, or if it's resistance to all poison-based attacks, meaning that like the base damage of it would be cut as opposed to just the effect. I think that it's probably all poison-based attacks. So, what do I have for runes equipped here? So I have 10 HP, 15 stamina, and max vials plus 4. I don't think vials are going to be an issue in this fight. And I don't know if she was rapid poison. And not slow. So rapid poison, not frenzy. We could do the, where is it? Plus 100 to all types resist, so we toggle stats here, so let's say we ditched the stamina. Just take a look at what this looks like. That brings me up to 500 rapid poison resist, which is probably super overkill, but I don't think stamina is an issue either. We'll see how that goes. The other thing that I could do, and I don't know what the caps are on the different resists, so I'd have to look that up. But although it actually looks like none of these really increase. Yeah, none of those really increase it by much, like 3 points, so you probably think maybe 18 points for the whole set, 20 points, something like that. Oh, that's the wrong one. So it's interesting, this says this is a depth 5. I'm wondering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, unless I don't count the chamber. I thought that meant 5 layers there. Let me look at another one. Depth 2. I guess the depths don't mean what I thought they did, because that's a depth 3, and clearly there's a layer 4. So, I thought I had more bosses to go. That's why, when I saw depth 5, I thought it meant that there was, a layer 5. I think one of these has a layer 5. I could be wrong. Maybe it's only layer 4. Yeah, the numbers don't add up to quite what I thought they are. Unless layer 3 is a chamber, and then 4 layers, maybe? Is that what they add up to? What if I do... No, see, that's a depth 3, but it's got a chamber and 4 layers, so it should be... I don't know. I don't know what the depth means. I thought I did, but anyway. Let's go back to this. So it's going to add some crazy poison resist, which will hopefully make this fight kind of easy. She doesn't... I haven't seen how much she mixes up her attacks in the second round, so it's possible that maybe that round is totally crazy. But she seems to do this move where she splits, so she'll like split into 3 different versions of herself, and then she does this other move where she just starts spraying blood like crazy. So, we'll see. Let's see what happens. I just have to keep in mind that I have less stamina now. That may affect my attack pattern a little bit. I was getting a little greedy on both my first attempts, but alright. So that actually doesn't look like that really does affect the amount of damage that the attack does. It's just the chance of it actually hitting you with the poison effect. So it may not be worth it to have quite so much poison resist then if it's still doing that much damage to me, because that's pretty significant. I like that her attacks don't clip though, that's nice. That does so much damage even if I'm like not really in the blast radius. Let's try something stupid here. Let's go around this way. Yeah. The connotation that she's pregnant or something, I'm not really a fan of. I also don't know how much damage she does with that. Okay, a lot of damage. I could be wrong, blood vials could be a concern. That pretty much two-shotted me last time, I think. Alright, now she's gonna split. And only one of these takes damage, but it's pretty easy to tell which one, because it's the one casting all the fucking attacks at you. Oh, actually, maybe not. I thought I knew which one it was. Okay. Alright, so I think if I don't get her this round, which I doubt I will, then I think getting the vials is... Oh boy! Oh, what the f... Oh, that's not cool at all. Yeah, we're gonna want the extra vials instead of all this poison resist. Because I don't think she's actually successfully poisoned me once, because the attacks do so much damage that she's killing me before she gets the poison effect off. So. It's just interesting because most of the bosses that I've fought recently have all been either really large or very fast, and she's neither of those, which I guess made her seem easy on my first attempt. Ooh, wow. That's new too. Okay. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna go back and we'll switch up the runes again. That poison resist is not worth it. I didn't think this would be easy. But most of the complaints that I had heard about the bosses leading up to her were about the Watchdog of the Old Guards, who I struggle with most. Amygdala, who was immediately after Watchdog, who I actually, surprisingly, I don't feel like I struggled with. What was I doing? Oh, switching runes. Yeah, I didn't really feel struggle with Amygdala. I had to do the Bloodletting Beast, the Headless Bloodletting Beast, rather, earlier. That was not terrible. I don't know exactly what my strategy ended up being towards the end. It was sort of just like, well, I'll stick close to him and see what happens. We may even want to do, like, let's see. Like, it's probably good to have the plus 100 of all the resists, so I'll leave that, but if I still feel like I'm not making good progress, I think... I wonder if it's worth it to have the resist or the damage reduction. Like, I wonder what that... Yeah, they don't really tell you, like... Physical defense 250. Gives me 269. I'd have to see what it does if I take that rune off, right? Where was it? I'll keep it like this. If that doesn't work, then I will actually add another 3 blood vials, for a total of plus 7. I found that strategy worked. I'm trying to remember who I really used that against. I guess it was my first go around against the Aberrant Beast. I struggled with that one a little bit, and basically cheesed him. And then had to fight him again and basically cheesed him. I had to go through Laron and do some farming for the materials. That's the thing they don't tell you, is that if you just focus on Demarian chalices, you won't end up with enough red jelly to actually summon this chalice. So I had to leave and do like 2 full levels of Laron, the Laron chalices, in order to make this happen. So it's really just delayed this platinum for me so much by like weeks. It's like I basically only play on the weekends for the most part. And I thought like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think it must have been 2 weeks ago, when I beat the Watchdog of the Old Guards. I was like, oh well, I can probably do this, after this. Just 1 more Chalice dungeon left. And nope. So. That's dumb. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. It's so weird. My first attempt, I did better than I have yet. And so I was in just doing massive damage and just thought like, well, I guess maybe they decided to make the last boss easy for you, just to kind of throw you a bone after all the crazy bosses prior. But I am wrong. I don't know how I did so well. Probably just wasn't up in my head yet. So I'm going to run in close, because that has seemed, especially for this first stage, to be the most effective, because she can't hit you with a lot of those distance attacks. Plus, it seems fairly easy to interrupt her attack chain, right? So you just take that one, and I can heal probably through part of it, too. Take the bum, and heal back up. See? That's definitely an easier strategy. Yeah, if they're gonna be doing all these fucking, like, arrows at me, I need to take out the clones. They only take one hit, so... Of course. Oh. Alright, that's one. Oh, this is the real one. So you can interrupt so many of her attacks that... But I'm sure she gets crazy in the last stage. It looks like the fake ones are covered in less blood, potentially? Which I guess would make sense. Right, that one was fake. Let's see what she looks like. Yeah, definitely. She's got like this broadsword now, though, that's like Ludwig's Holy Blade or something. Fake. That's the real one. Just not expecting that, but good thing I dodged. Okay. Wish I could lock on from a little bit farther. Yeah, see that right there? Like, whoa. Yeah, I am using more blood vials than I thought I was, that's for sure. Alright, that's the real one. Just heal up, just because who knows what she's starting to do now. This definitely seems to be the best strategy, though, is just to, like, interrupt her attacks as much as possible and just really, like, super aggressive. Although, she has a stage 3, this is probably it, so... One more. Fake. Other fake. God, don't die now. That would have been terrible. Eat it! Yes! Boom! And there it is. The rarest trophy in the game. She was actually very easy. Especially when compared to most of the other bosses I've fought recently. But that's fine. I'm fine with that, because it was such a pain getting to her that for them to give you a little, you know, kind of a gimme boss, I think that's great. So now, it's just, the last two bosses, to get the platinum. I have beaten them, but I need to get the last weapon from Gehrman, his scythe. I don't think I have enough. I don't. We won't bother leveling. Let's just purchase. Hang on. Let's do 80. And you definitely want some bullets on Gehrman too. I'm pretty good on most other items, so we'll do that, and then yeah. All right, so I am actually going to exit the game. Well, actually, let's do this first. Let me set up my bar. That's alright. Alright, so I want to do... I don't know that you do Molotovs in him. It's been a while since I fought him. I think I was mostly just using fire and bolt paper, just for that damage boost. I think Bone Marrow Ash wouldn't hurt. It'll probably be super easy. I'm way leveled. I'm leveled much farther than I had been my first attempts on him, and then the Moon Beast. I guess we'll throw Molotov on there. I'm not gonna bother with the oil urns. And then for runes, I don't know if I want to stick with this. I think I'll stick with this, and we'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna exit the game and upload this save real quick to, the cloud. It's mostly, for me, it's